Ever crack open a fortune cookie and kind of think, is this all there is?
You just want a little more, right?
Exactly. And today we're on that quest for deeper answers, diving headfirst into a unique spiritual philosophy. We're looking at excerpts from a Murli discussion. This one's dated October 9th, 2024.
And it's not just a surface glance either. We're getting right into the heart of it.
Like we're handed a backstage pass to a whole different way of seeing the universe.
Exactly.
And they're discussing some pretty fascinating stuff like reincarnation. Specifically, this idea of a soul going through 84 births. 84, you'd think we'd get things right eventually, wouldn't you?
Well, that's where Shiv Baba comes into play.
Okay.
In this philosophy, he's considered the supreme soul, the ultimate source of knowledge. And the Murli uses this intriguing phrase, describing us as spinners of the discus of self-realization.
Spinners of the discus of self-realization. Wow.
Yeah, so imagine that for a second.
Okay.
We're all kind of whirling around trying to grasp who we really are.
So Shiv Baba's like our guide, our cosmic coach as we navigate this whirlwind of lifetimes, trying to figure out who we are. Makes me a little dizzy just thinking about it.
It's a powerful way to think about it. And what's really interesting is this. The Murli explains how Shiv Baba, he teaches about this cycle, but he doesn't actually experience it himself.
He doesn't.
Nope. His knowledge is presented as inherent. It's just part of who he is.
So he's like got the universe's cheat codes or something. He sees the full picture the entire game while we're stuck figuring out which button to press.
It's like he has the ultimate, the bird's eye view of existence.
Okay, that's a lot to digest.
Yeah.
So where do the more familiar figures fit into all of this, like Brahma or Vishnu? How do they play into this cosmic puzzle?
Now, this is where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
While they're often seen as these separate deities, the Murli actually proposes something different.
What's that?
Brahma, Vishnu, even Saraswati and Lakshmi, they all represent different states of the same soul.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you're saying that one soul is basically playing cosmic dress-up throughout these lifetimes?
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
Taking on these different roles is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
It really is, like trying on different hats, different lives.
And the Murli uses this phrase, humso.
Humso.
Yeah, humso. And it basically describes this journey the soul takes.
Okay.
It goes from we are this, meaning all caught up in the physical world, to we are that.
And we are that means...
Realizing our true selves, that we are souls.
Wow. So it's about shedding those layers, those costumes, those different identities to reach that core truth, that understanding of we are that.
It's great. Okay, so we're all on this cosmic catwalk, trying on different outfits, different lives, you could say. But where does this whole confluence age thing come in? Because the Murli, it definitely makes it sound like a big deal.
Oh, it's a pivotal concept, no doubt. It's like this, the Murli describes this time, right now, as the confluence age.
It's a turning point. The old iron-aged world, it's on the verge of ending. That's what they say.
Hold on, iron-aged world ending. Sounds kind of dramatic, like something out of a movie.
It does, doesn't it?
So what's the deal with this cyclical history thing?
Imagine this. History isn't a straight line. It's more like a spinning wheel.
A spinning wheel?
Yeah. It goes from a golden age where everything's peaceful, everyone's happy, and then it shifts to an iron age.
Which is where we are now, full of sorrow, you're saying.
And then back again, this continuous cycle.
A cosmic spin cycle. Got it.
And this confluence age, it's that point on the wheel, you know, where the old cycle, it starts to wind down, making way for a fresh start. The Murli actually uses an interesting comparison to explain this.
What's that?
They compare it to the difference between Old Delhi and New Delhi.
Okay, I see. So you've got ancient history and modern life right next to each other.
Exactly. This brand new city existing alongside the old. It's a powerful image of change.
Wow, yeah. When you put it like that, it really puts things into perspective. We're at this really unique point in time almost. But if we're at this crucial point, is there any way to navigate it? I mean, how do we avoid getting stuck in that spin cycle?
Well, that's where Shiv Baba's teachings become even more relevant.
Okay.
It's not just about understanding the cycle. It's about offering a way out, a way to break free.
Break free? Whoa. So we're talking about escaping the reincarnation roller coaster altogether. Now, that's a twist.
It's about reaching a state of lasting happiness.
In this new golden age that's coming.
Exactly. To rise above the struggles of the Iron Age.
This is heavy stuff. We're getting into some seriously deep territory here.
It is fascinating, isn't it?
And this is where the whole True Gita concept comes in, right? The Murli mentions that.
You got it.
Okay.
But it's not about the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita.
Right.
The true Gita, in this sense, refers to something much broader.
The essence of spiritual knowledge.
Exactly. The core wisdom that connects everything. It's like it transcends any single text.
The universal cheat codes for life.
You could say that. And get this, the Murli claims that even Krishna,
Krishna, wait.
yes, even Krishna, this revered figure in Hinduism, they say he had to relearn this true Gita towards the end of his own 84-birth cycle.
So even Krishna needed a refresher course.
It's a bold statement,
Yeah.
but it really highlights this idea, this knowledge. It's cyclical.
It's revealed, then forgotten, and then it pops up again.
Exactly. Humanity moves through these ages, forgetting and remembering.
Makes you wonder what the point of it all is. Like if we just keep forgetting.
It's a natural question to ask.
Mhm.
But in this philosophy, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not.
It's part of the grand design, this ebb and flow of spiritual understanding.
Okay, I think I'm starting to grasp the bigger picture here. But what about yoga? Where does that fit in?
Good question.
The Murli talks about it, but not in the way we usually think about yoga.
You're right. It's not about stretching or meditation apps in this context.
So what do they mean by yoga?
It's a mental discipline, a way to connect with the Supreme Soul.
With Shiv Baba.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's all about aligning yourself, your thoughts, your actions, with that ultimate source of knowledge.
So finding that inner harmony.
Precisely.
Okay, it's all starting to make sense now. So it's like this, we're all souls on this incredible journey.
Yeah.
We're learning these spiritual truths, and then we forget them. We relearn them as we move through lifetimes. And then Shiv Baba's teachings, they act as this guide, this roadmap to help us break free from that cycle and finally achieve true liberation.
You've got it. It's about reclaiming your own spiritual power. You realize that you're connected to something so much bigger than yourself.
This is blowing my mind. Reincarnation, a supreme soul, a golden age on the horizon. It's a lot to process. Out of all of this, what's the biggest thing you take away?
You know, what really gets me is this idea that we're all actors in this grand cosmic play. It makes you question, do we really have free will, or are we just following a script someone else wrote?
Ooh, that is a big one. Do we get to improvise, or are we just sticking to the lines? I don't know if I'm ready for that answer. We're all on this massive stage, but the stakes are way higher than your average play.
Right. Makes you think twice about the choices we make, how much control we actually have. But even with that question hanging in the air, the Murli, it points out something else too. It says true happiness. It comes from within, not from all the stuff we chase after in the outside world.
Happiness is an inside job.
Right.
It's like we're programmed to seek approval from everyone else, get that promotion, buy that fancy car, all those likes on social media. But this philosophy, it suggests we already have everything we need for happiness inside us already.
Exactly. And it's a powerful message, especially these days. It's like everywhere you look, someone's telling you you need more to be happy.
Yeah.
But this Murli, it reminds us that real lasting happiness, it comes from connecting with something deeper, that spiritual core, that spark within us.
So it's less about your bank balance or how many followers you have and more about finding that peace inside yourself, that feeling of being content without needing everyone else's approval, right?
Exactly. It means changing your whole perspective to find that fulfillment, that joy from realizing our own inherent value as souls. We're on a journey.
It's like we're all carrying around these golden tickets to happiness, but we get so caught up in the distractions, the shiny objects, that we forget what we already have.
What a great way to put it. It really makes you stop and think about what a fulfilling life actually means. Maybe it's not about collecting trophies and achievements. Maybe it's more about how we experience things, each role we play in this big cosmic drama, but with realness and kindness.
So maybe true success isn't about climbing some ladder, but how we treat the people around us along the way.
Yeah.
It's about remembering that even when we're playing the villain, we're all in this together, this crazy, interconnected dance of souls.
Beautifully said. And it really emphasizes how important empathy is and understanding, navigating this world. We're all learning and growing, even if it doesn't always feel like it.
We covered some serious ground today, from the 84 birth to Shiv Baba, from this confluence age to the true Gita. It's like we peeled back the layers of reality just a little.
It's been quite the deep dive. And that's what's so great about these spiritual philosophies. It's not about giving you all the answers. It's about sparking that curiosity.
Makes you question everything.
Exactly. And inviting us to see the world and ourselves in a whole new light.
It's like we just put on a new pair of glasses. Suddenly everything's a little brighter, a little more connected.
That's it. And remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. For anyone listening, if something resonated with you, if you felt a spark, Don't let that go.
Keep those questions coming. Explore these ideas. See where this whole journey of self-discovery takes you. It's an adventure worth having, that's for sure.
Couldn't agree more. And on that note, we'll leave you with this thought. If you had the chance to sit down with Shiv Baba himself, this supreme soul who's supposedly seen it all, what's that one burning question you'd ask?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think I'd need a little more time to really think about that. But you know what? That's what life is all about, right? Always searching for understanding, finding those new layers of meaning. It's a journey.
Beautifully put. Until next time, keep exploring, keep those questions coming, and keep diving deep into those mysteries that make life so amazing.